It was one of those bone-chilling winter nights when the wind cut like a knife through the darkness. In a rundown trailer on the outskirts of town, a single dad named Mark was tucking his young son into bed when a faint knock echoed at the door. Opening it, he found a teenage girl shivering uncontrollably, soaked from the relentless rain, her face etched with terror. She claimed she was lost. Mark had next to nothing, scarcely enough food, barely any heat. Yet his heart was vast enough to never turn away someone in need. He welcomed her inside, unaware that this simple act of compassion would transform his life and his son's forever. Hey everyone, welcome back to Your Channel Name, where we bring you inspiring, true-to-life stories that highlight the profound impact of kindness and human connection. If this tale moves you, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your own experiences with kindness. Now let's jump into this heartwarming journey. Mark was 34, a hard-working mechanic who'd hit rock bottom. 3 years after losing his wife, he was raising their 6-year-old son, Tommy, alone. Life was a constant struggle. Mounting bills, a truck on its last legs, and the trailer park manager breathing down his neck about overdue rent. But Mark stayed resilient for Tommy, reading him bedtime tales of heroes who persevered through adversity. Little did Tommy know, his father was a real-life hero, just without the spotlight. That stormy night, rain hammered the trailer like a relentless drum. The power flickered out, leaving Mark with only a flashlight to fend off the shadows. As he settled in, a soft, tentative knock broke the silence. It was past midnight. Visitors were unheard of in this forgotten corner. The knock grew insistent. Grabbing his coat, Mark opened the door to reveal a girl, around 16 or 17, drenched and trembling, her eyes wide with panic. "Please," she whispered. "I'm lost. My car broke down miles away. Phone's dead. Can I wait here until morning?" Mark paused. His home offered little: a leaky roof, a lumpy couch, and thin soup simmering on the stove. But her fear was palpable. She'd clearly been exposed to the elements for hours. "Come in, darling," he said gently. "You'll freeze out there." Her wet sneakers squeaked on the floor as she entered. Tommy stirred, peeking out. "Daddy, who's that?" he mumbled. "A lost young lady staying the night," Mark explained. "Back to bed, champ." Tommy grinned shyly at her before vanishing. Mark offered a towel and some of his late wife's old clothes, the only spares that might fit. She accepted with a quivering, "Thank you." He warmed the soup and passed it over. Sipping it, hands still shaking, she murmured, "I didn't think anyone would answer." Mark smiled faintly. Everyone deserves warmth on a night like this. By the propane heater, she shared her name. Lily. She'd been heading home from a friend's when her car failed on the highway. No signal, no visibility in the storm. Mark kept questions light, sensing her unease, and instead shared about Tommy's knack for crafting toy cars from garage scraps. Lily's first smile emerged. "Sounds like a clever kid," she said. "Smarter than his old man, for sure," Mark replied proudly. Dawn broke clear. In the kitchen, Tommy's giggles filled the air as Lily helped him color with crayons. Mark watched, heart swelling. This stranger with gentle eyes had brought joy his son hadn't shown in ages. As Lily prepared to leave, Mark drove her to the stranded car and jump-started it. "Thanks for trusting me," she said. "Not everyone would," he shrugged. "World's tough enough. Kindness helps." Days later, routine resumed. Mark back at the shop, scraping by. Then a gleaming black limo rolled up the dusty drive. "Wrong address," he muttered. A suited man emerged. "Mr. Mark Johnson?" Before Mark could respond, Lily stepped out, poised in a tailored coat, hair elegant, flanked by a silver-haired man exuding authority. "Lily?" Mark gasped. "This is my father," she said. "Richard Bennett." The name hit like thunder. Bennett Industries, the state's titan. "I had no idea," Mark stuttered. Richard shook his hand. "That's what makes your actions extraordinary. Pure kindness, no strings." Lily's eyes shone. "You shared when you had so little." "I told Dad everything. Let us help." Mark protested. "You owe me nothing." But Richard insisted. Few would do what you did. Soon, everything shifted. A new truck arrived, titled to Mark. The shop got upgrades from Bennett Industries. Then a job offer managing a new local repair center. Lily visited often, bonding with Tommy over books and games. Mark never sought rewards but cherished the bonds. The true gift? The lesson for Tommy. Giving from scarcity can ripple into abundance. Spring arrived. In their new cozy house with a garden, Tommy chased fireflies. Lily laughed on the porch. Richard visited, presenting a check for struggling single parents. "You sheltered my daughter," he said. "Now ensure others find that kindness." Overwhelmed, Mark vowed, "I'll honor it." That night, stargazing, Mark reflected, "One open door altered fates. Kindness stems from the heart, not wealth, and the universe repays in unexpected ways." Tommy ran up with a jar of glowing lights. "Daddy, did helping her make us lucky?" Mark ruffled his hair. "No, son. It made us blessed." And that's the tale of Mark, the single dad whose quiet compassion unlocked a brighter future. Kindness costs nothing but means everything. You never know the lives you'll touch, or how it circles back. If this warmed your soul, like, subscribe, and share with fellow believers in kindness. This is your channel name, proving even small acts echo eternally.